Hi there, Sean Gorse coming to you with some training specifically on recruiting. Now, this is going to apply to if you're a recruiter of real estate agents, you're a broker owner, you're a sales manager, you'd like to grow your brokerage, and there's some specific principles to follow. I'm going to hit on just a couple. Just so you know a little bit about me, my name is Sean Gorse. I've personally recruited over 300 agents in my career. I grew my real estate team to the number 31 team in the world across all brokerages, all brands. Our last fiscal year, we did 464 units for almost 5 million in commissions. And I love helping brokers, broker owners, sales managers, leaders grow with the right agents and in a sustainable way. Also co-founder of AttractZen, a software for real estate brokers struggling to manage their recruiting and retention. I want to talk to you today about not selling agents on your brokerage and the difference between selling and persuasion. Selling is trying to get someone to do something that you want them to do, right? It's this outward pressure from you on them. This can show up in a lot of forms, but it's often met with resistance. It's like you're pushing and they're pushing back. It's this outward pressure, and it's really about what you want them to do. Persuasion, on the other hand, is helping someone to make a decision that they already want to make. So you're bringing clarity to them. You're bringing a decision-making process for them, a way to narrow down their choices to get clear and get in touch with what they want, what's best for them. In this case, what brokerage or what, office is going to be best for them, whether it's, all the different components of that. So what we need to do in order to do this, we need to slow down and find out the agent's big whys. Find out their why. Why are they in real estate? This can change over time. If you've spoken to somebody or known them over the years, you may have never slowed down enough to scuba dive this deep with them. It doesn't have to be some long conversation, but just enough time to ask a few interesting questions to them. What's all this about for you? What's important to you about selling 20, 30, 50, 100, 500 houses next year, right? What are you building all of this for? They may or may not have the answer in the moment. You're going to find out that big why and help them to find out their big why. And it doesn't have to be some really like 5-year, 10-year goal. It can just be, to whatever, to achieve some term financial or other goal. The second part in terms of finding out their big why is there normally will always be a financial component. Look, agents are in business. They want to make money. Typically, an agent will leave you if they are not hitting their financial goals. It's not, for most people, about the money. It's about the good that the money can do. And yet they're in business because they're not just giving away their commissions for free. They're not a charity. Part of our objective is to find out, are they hitting their financial goals today? What are their financial goals? What do they need to fund their perfect life? What do they need to fund their lifestyle? Taking the time to slow down and just ask these questions, start a conversation around it. Number 3, get to emotional motivations. If I'm speaking with an agent and they're just talking to me about, next year I want to make $200,000. Okay, great. What's important to you about that? What's that going to fund in your life? And I'm looking for probably something outside of just themselves. It could be paying off debt. It could be, buying a home, buying a home in a different location. It could be paying for college. It could be all those things. And even those things I want to get to, okay, paying for college. And why is that important to you? Or how is that going to impact your daughter or your son or, any of your kids? How's that going to impact your spouse? What is that going to mean for them? How's that going to change the trajectory of their life? These kinds of questions, I really, if I can, I want to help them get in touch with why they're doing all this. What's the emotional motivation? If this kind of topics and best practices sounds helpful, we've got a lot more coming for you. We've actually got an upcoming webinar where we're going to talk about all this stuff in detail. We're going to give you best practices, best scripts, objection handlers, tools, strategies for recruiting agents to a brokerage. And we want to invite you. The link is somewhere, around this video in the comments. Please join us. It's absolutely free. We're coming from contribution with you. We want to show you what's possible. We want to show you how to grow your brokerage. If you're looking to increase your agent growth, your agent productivity, your profitability, and retention, so you can get back to what you do best, which is work on your business instead of in your business, please join us. We'd be glad to see you. Thanks.